Mike Wilson here for MasterWorks Painting and Remodeling. We're going to talk to you today about how long a paint job should last on an exterior home in the Mid-Atlantic area, specifically Northern Virginia. Now, a lot of variables come into play here. The two biggest variables are going to be sun and rain. Those are elements that are completely out of our control, but you can sort of obviously tell on an exterior if your house has got exposure to sun in the front of the house. The paint's not going to last as long. If it's got heavy sun exposure, obviously rain plays a big part in how long paint lasts. But there are a few other things that we have very much under our control. And that is, of course, the amount of prep work. Everybody knows that. At least most people can kind of figure logically that, you need to prep the surface well, sand it, clean it properly. You don't want any mold in there. You don't want to be painting while there's maybe a real heavy mildew outside. Temperature plays into that when you have mildew on the surface when you're painting. Some of the other factors that play into when the house is being painted, if it's been prepped properly, are pollen. If there's a high pollen count, you get a lot of pollen on the surface of the surface you're painting. That's not good. The paint's not going to adhere as good as it could because it's not clean. So given that the surface is clean, dry, and dull, and it's a good solid surface that you've prepped the surface properly and it's not going to chip or it's just on there good onto substrate really well. That's a fancy word for the surface, the substrate, whatever that might be, the trim, the actual trim board. So as long as that's solid on the substrate, the existing paint, and it's clean, dry, and dull, go ahead and apply the paint to it. Now, what happens a lot of times is once that's done, if the paint company or the painter doing the job has done a good job prepping it, a lot of times what they won't do is put the right amount of paint on that surface. And if they don't get that, we'll just say super paint, for example, Sherwin Super Paint or Duron Weather Shield, a paint like that, a latex paint. If it calls for 4 mils or 4.5, 5 mils, you can read that right on the can, and you put, say, 2 mils on there because they're stretching or pulling a paint or rushing the job, then you're not going to get enough product on the surface and it's going to fail prematurely. So at MasterWorks Painters, we spend a lot of time making sure that our customers are getting the right amount of prep work, but they're also getting the right amount of product on the surface, which is going to get that house keep it looking good for 4, 5, 6 years. And that's what you hope to get out of a paint job. 5 years is the average if it's been done properly. Well, that's it for now. Come and see us at MasterWorksPaintingandRemodeling.com. We look forward to seeing you, or give us a call, 703-263-3302. We look forward to hearing from you.